Alright, let's get this going. But first, let's set up some things before we start. Hold on for just a moment. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, you. Hey, you. What time is it? Oh, it's 5:57. Actually, it's almost 2 p.m. But anyways, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Mm-hmm. Whew. Uh, okay, while we wait for our guest. Ooh, it's already 2 p.m. And let's get it on. Let's get it going. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy time zones, everyone. This is Mr. Parmy. Welcome to the stream, and welcome to Parmesan Interviews, the show, the stream where we interview guests. Not only that we interview our guests, but also introduce our streamer or content creator to uh, new viewers out here, and also to the familiar faces out here in the chat. We ask some hard hitting gaming, life, and so on and so forth. Not only that, we have a segment where we ask some fire questions in a span of 1 minute. Before we bring our special guests, how's everyone in the chat? How's all? I hope everyone is safe. I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone are having a good time this Saturday afternoon. Okay, while we wait for our special guest, Just checking out. Going to contact him. Wait, let me check. Okay, can anyone hear me in the audio? Can anyone hear my audio? Okay, let me check if it's here. Okay, it looks like he's here. Finally. Okay. Okay, while we wait for our special guest, let's chill out for a little bit. So yesterday, before we ended our stream, I asked some of the viewers in the chat for some suggestions for our channel points. As you have seen, as you can see in the channel points, we don't have much some suggestions. Oh, sorry. Uh, so far we only have a few. I have it listed. What are the suggestions for the channel points? I'll just write it down after the stream, and once I wrote it down, I'll going to narrow it down and add a couple more some suggestions. If anyone wants to add some suggestions, feel free to type in the chat. Because on Friday next week, we are going to do two interviews for our Parmesan interviews. I'm going to introduce two of the streamers for Friday and Saturday to everyone out here. Okay, let me introduce myself. I am your host. My name is Mr. Parmy. I'm a member of GSF, Team B42, Owl Scouts, and Phoenix Cartel. And I'm a variety streamer and the host for Parmesan interviews. Parmesan interviews are live usually on Fridays or Saturdays, or both Fridays and Saturdays at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern, and 4 p.m. Central Time. So we are 5 minutes away from 2 p.m. and uh, by the next few days we are going to switch over to 3 p.m. because over the next couple of days we are going to be on a daylight saving time. We're no longer on a daylight saving time, so we need to adjust our times in our clocks. So let's get on with our special guest. I think he's live. I think he's here right now. Let me check. Okay, I think he's still on. Okay, so we are here right now. We're about to interview our special guest. For those of you who are new to the stream, our special guest for today. Okay. Okay. So our special guest for today is a longtime friend of mine, one of my streamer friends. Uh, he is an up and coming streamer. He is currently streaming right now. We are going to interview him. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone here out here, Parmesans, let's all welcome uh, Ramit, also known as RentFreeRamblings. Okay, going to call Ramit through Discord voice chat. Let's see. Let's see. We're going to wait. We're waiting for Ramit. Hold on. Oh, he's muted.
Hey, Joriel, how's it going?
Oh, here. Oh, finally. Finally. Hello,
Give
hello,
me
hello.
1 second, I can't hear you. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Hello. Hold on, hold on.
Sorry about that, chat. Let me turn up the music. Hold on. Actually, can you let me call you back? Joriel, let me call you back.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'll call you back.
How to mute?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it again. Let's try it again. Uh, I am also live on Ramit's channel. So here on, if you are here on Ramit's stream, feel free to check out his Twitch channel. Uh, exclamation point guest for more information about this, about our special guest. Type in or type in exclamation point guest. Here we go. Oh, this is gotta be here. Okay, here is the channel for our special guest. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Okay, incoming call here. Okay, we're connecting. So Ramit cannot hear me. I hope he can hear me already. I can hear Ramit, but I cannot. But I'm not sure if he can't hear me or can hear
Okay,
me.
nice.
Nice. Okay, Ramit, can you hear me? Are you ready?
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you. Chat, can you guys hear
Parmy.
Joriel?
Yep. Anyone here in the chat? Before anything else, hello everyone on Ramit's channel. How's everyone? Okay, so are you ready, Ramit? Are you ready?
I'm doing well, man. Your voice is a little there's a little bit of disturbance. We'll make it work.
Yep, it's you can follow ahead through the stream. You can follow ahead through the stream.
So what I recommend is because I can hear myself. Oh wait, it's fine. It's gone now. I can't hear myself anymore, so it's good. That's perfect.
Okay, so let's start. Let's start. Shall we start?
Okay, yeah. And then give me 1 second, Joriel. I need to wear. Somebody in my chat redeemed a hat, so I'm wearing a hat. We're good. Let's get started.
Oh, what?
Before we start, real quick, I want to quickly introduce you to the chat. So Mr. Parmy, go follow Mr. Parmy. Let me quickly shout out, and chat, let me know if they're too loud on my side. Go follow them. They're part of Chelsea's community. They just wanted to have a chill interview, ask me questions. It'll be super chill. And yeah, just they're trying to grow as well. So this is a great collaboration. And yeah, go give them a follow. But Joriel, this is your interview, so you go ahead, ask me the questions you want to do. Do your thing.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh wait. Oh man. I gotta say, we haven't had our voice chat test, so let's get it. Let's get it going. Anyways, let's start our. Before anything else, how are you at the moment?
Yeah, man, I'm doing good. And this week has been busy, and so it's gonna be like that for 3 or 4 weeks work-wise. But I'm feeling good. I slept well. I had a good breakfast, had a good lunch, and yeah, this weekend has started off on a very efficient note. So yeah, super happy about how things are going right now. How are you doing?
Man, I gotta say, I tried my best to wake up just for this interview. I tried my best. So, you said we were supposed to do a voice setting stand. Oh, yeah, glad that we're here. And it's a great honor and pleasure to interview you. And yeah, I tried my best to wake up for this interview. Uh, first of all, I'm doing
Remind me
well.
again.
First of all, I'm doing
Remind me
well.
again. You're based in.
Oh
So
my,
Jorian, remind me again. You're based in Indonesia,
Philippines.
right?
Oh no, I'm not in India.
Okay, yeah. So chat.
I'm the Philippines.
And my bad, I apologize, Philippines. So Dad, just so you guys know, yeah, basically, Joriel is based in the Philippines, so it's like super early in the morning. And one thing I really like about it is that I know he's like working on improving the quality of his streams, but he's like very very committed, and he wakes up super early to like do a bunch of interviews and stuff. And
Yeah.
so because a lot of the people he's talking to are based in the U.S. and like we're like way far behind in terms of time
Yes.
zone. I think it's pretty commendable.
And not only that I
Uh,
yep. Okay. So not all
Joria, give me 1 second. Let me change my game category and
oh,
then we can continue. Give me 1 second.
okay. So not so not only that I wake
Okay,
up
perfect.
ju-
Monster, thanks. I appreciate
okay,
it.
sure,
Go
sure.
ahead. Sorry about interrupting you,
Okay.
Joria. Go ahead.
Okay. So not only that I could wake up for this interview, but also for the internet connection, because this internet connection is very slow most of the time. So I gotta wake. I need to wake up not only for the interview but also the internet connection, and not and all in all, I'm doing well. Tomorrow in my time in our time zone here, will be my online class. Good thing it's an online class, and not only that, it's also my on-the-job training. In a few months, I'll be graduating. I really hope I could graduate college. And let's start with those.
Yeah, I
Yep,
hope so too, man.
yep. Okay, so for those of you who are here, I'm with Ramit, and let's start with those questions. So for
Sure.
those of you who are familiar with him, you may know him as Ramit, but I want to know what is the origin of your username RentFreeRamblings. Not before RentFreeRamblings. What was your original username?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the origin of the username is interesting. For anyone that was following me before in like 2018, 2019, when I streamed a little bit in 2018, but not a lot. But I didn't stream at all in 2019 and for a large part of 2020. Um, I was basically, I basically just had my regular name, so Ramit Mehta, that's my name. But then I switched over to Rent Free Ramblings, and the reason behind that was, uh, you know, uh, I'm very involved in the online football community, so not
Yeah.
American football, but like European football.
Yep, the
And
FIFA thing.
a lot of the arguments that I have, so sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the FIFA. For those of you who are
Yeah, like yeah, Premier League, the World Cup, all that good stuff. And one of the things that I often hear when I argue with people is like I'll have them come back and they'll say things to me that like something I said a while back, and in response, I'm like, oh, like I'm living rent free in your head, right? Like I'm not paying
mhm.
any rent, but
Yep,
I'm living rent
yep.
free in your head. So the rent free part came from there, and then the part about the ramblings was more of a play on just me wanting to talk and do something like this, where I'm like, not only playing, but I'm like talking, and I guess rambling is a synonym for talking. So
Yeah.
yeah, the intention was just to have ramblings kind of reflect that, but also ramblings has ram in it, which is also part of
Mm.
my name, Ramit, Ram, whatever you want to call it. So
Yeah.
so that's the origin of the username. The username I had before Ramit Mehta was just my name.
Mm.
And initially, I didn't really have any
Okay.
plans on streaming. But then eventually, when I decided I wanted to stream and start building my own community, I thought it might be great to pivot away from just my name and have something that I think would represent what I really want to achieve on the platform. So
Yeah, I see. Okay, I see. So yeah, same thing. When I first started, when I first joined Twitch, I was a viewer. My username was a regular name, Joriel Parmy. I had this username for uh 2 years, and then I changed my name back in March 2020. To Mr. Parmy. I changed to Mr. Parmy because every time I follow the streamer, they're having a hard time pronouncing my first name. No hard Phoenix, it's okay to mispronounce my first name, but as a streamer, you need to be you need to make your username familiar to the audience and to the new viewers out there. So I decided, so I thought of changing my username. I thought of changing my username prior to March 2020. So when I changed to Mr. Parmy, I thought, you know what? I think that's a perfect fit. The name Mr. Parmy is a perfect fit. I hope that that username would last for many years to come. So that's how I changed to Mr. from Joriel Parmy to Mr. Parmy, and I'm so glad to to hear the origin of the username Rent Free Ramblings. You know, every time when there are discussions
I have
about,
a.
yeah,
Let me ask you a quick question on that. By the way, how do you pronounce your first name?
yeah. For okay, so for those of you who are here right now, the the pronunciation of my first name is Joriel. So it's Joe and then Ri and then Yel. Combine all together, you
Is
get
it
Joriel.
Joriel? Is that it?
You got it, man. You got it. You got it. You passed. You did.
Beans.
You got it, man. You got it. Okay, our next question. How did you join Twitch and how's your streaming experience so far?
Yeah. Hey, Joriel, give me 1 second. I need to. I think my mic might be picking up a little bit of your voice, so let me just put my headphones in, and after that we can continue. I'll respond to your question.
Yeah, it's probably the internet here or probably your side. Time zones can be
Yeah. Also, I.
time zones can be very difficult here. Especially as I mentioned that we are on the end of daylight savings, so for the next couple of days we're going to adjust some adjust some times with our schedule.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, never mind. So, I mean, my headphones are not working for some reason, which is fine. We'll figure out later on. But to answer your question specifically about how I got started on Twitch and what made me stream on Twitch, so I found Twitch back in 2018. I was not at all interested in Twitch. I was definitely spending a lot of time on YouTube whenever I was free. And then the main reason I found Twitch was because of who is Chelsea, so because of Chelsea Cook.
Yeah.
And I used to kind of follow her on FBE previously, and
Yeah.
she kind of posted on her Twitter saying that, oh, I'm starting a new channel, whatever. You know, if you guys follow me, just come through, have a look at it, whatever. And I think a combination of watching her and watching a lot of other streamers really got me interested into the concept. I really like what Twitch represents, which is an open community where you have, to a degree, an open community, an open marketplace of ideas where you can like share, you know, any skill set you have, and then depending on, you know, whether the marketplace likes that idea, likes what you're bringing to the table, people will, you know, support you. And that makes a lot of sense, right? So I think watching Chelsea, and then there were a few other streamers I used to watch back then. I used to watch Mr. Rex a lot. I didn't watch a lot of big streamers back then. I watched a lot of like, you know, streamers that had a few. Beginning. In terms of streaming, that was more initially the idea was I wanted to do something for fun. You know, I game a lot, so I was like, well, why don't I just stream myself gaming? But in hindsight, I realized that there's a lot that goes into kind of setting up your stream and you know really having something that you can present to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of my initial thing with streaming was I wanted to just game and kind of put it out there. More recently, I have some ideas on like things I can do
Mm-hmm.
to give back to Twitch. Twitch has been really, really great to me in
Mm-hmm.
terms of back in 2018, I was going through a really hard time and I watched Twitch, and Twitch was a great platform for me to connect with people like you and other people as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Yep.
But then, even work wise, I do a lot of my work involves gaming within my organization, and so Twitch has been
Mm-hmm.
in that sense. And so, yeah, for me, more recently, getting back into streaming has been there are some things I want to give back to the community. I'm still figuring out I know what I want to give back. I'm actually pretty clear on what I want
Yeah.
to give back. I'm still figuring out kind of how best to do that. So, I hope that answered your question. But yeah, I mean, I got into Twitch back in 2018, and then streaming was just more of a game. So why not? I should
Yeah.
stream, kind of idea. But more recently, I have additional ideas on how I want to,
Yeah.
bring value to the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, all of us here, all of us streamers started streaming on Twitch as more of a hobby, but as time goes by it became more of a profession and a launching pad in creating content. So I wanted to create content on YouTube. I wanted to be a vlogger, but when Twitch came along, when I started discovered Twitch when I was a viewer back in April of 2017. I stopped watching Twitch for a little while until around early 2018 when few of the reactors back in the day in FBE, Boston Tom, Mr. Wax, Chelsea, when they started streaming over on Twitch. And a couple of our streamer friends also started streaming. And the reason why I started streaming on Twitch is because of streamers like you and everyone out there. At first, streaming my first few months of streaming has been very difficult. And by the way, I still remember the time you tried to stream on Twitch. If I may recall, I think you stream on PC. If I may recall.
Yeah, it was a combination of PC and my Xbox, because Xbox has like the inbuilt Twitch app, so you can just stream
Yeah.
directly from there. So my setup is very scuffed. I don't have a great setup right now, and I intend to improve my setup over time. But I think given how small the channel is
Yeah.
right now, um, I don't want to like start investing in a setup
Mm.
prematurely. I want to just kind of make sure I'm being mindful about like spending money on. I love Twitch. I want to keep streaming on Twitch.
Mm.
But to your point, I mean, it's a balance of like accepting how tough it is, and
Mm.
then making
Yeah.
sure you're investing at the right time.
Yes. Yes.
That's
You're
kind of how I
right.
see it.
Yeah. Same thing. When I first started streaming, I was streaming first on my laptop. It was very hard, streaming wise and technical wise. I went inactive for a couple of months and then came back in around August when I switched to mobile phone. Things went well, but as time goes by, there are some good parts, there are some bad parts, but all in all, it's all good. And if I may recall, on your first stream, you have planned on doing top 10 streamers and so on and so forth. And then as as time goes by, you played a lot of FIFA and so on and so forth. And I'm glad that you are streaming from time to time. And I'm really hope for the improvement of your streams. And our next question is, who inspired you to stream? But before that, who were the first streamers that you have watched? So you mentioned Chelsea and then Mr. Rex. Who else were the first streamers that you have watched on Twitch?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, give me 1 second, Joriel.
Yeah, yeah, take your time.
Joriel, my bad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So as I was saying, Yes, I mean you got the names right, right? So Chelsea was definitely the first one. Spent a lot of time with Mr. Wex's chat. Johnny Waffles. I know he doesn't stream anymore. He's busy with his
Yeah,
with like running
Walking Dead.
social media for
Yes.
PWD. But
He's currently
yeah,
busy
I
with
spent a lot
Walking
of
Dead.
time.
Yeah, go.
And then who else did I spend? I mean, I think I spent some time in Duty Beer's chat. Spent some time in I forget their name, Owl something.
Knew all
Um,
who this.
Say that again.
Knew all who this, if I may recall.
Thank you. Yeah, New Owl who this exactly. Yeah, so New Owl who this for sure. There were a couple of FIFA streamers that I used to spend time chatting with. It was not a lot though. I definitely spent a lot of time in Chelsea's chat. I would
Yeah.
say. I was also in the middle of like looking for a new job at that time, and so for me, it was very much a if I was not looking for a new job, I was kind of watching Chelsea stream. And I think back then she was also streaming. I could be wrong. I feel like she was streaming more frequently. So I know now she has like a lot of like college stuff going on, and she streams 4 times a week, 5 times sometimes.
Yeah.
But back then, and I think all of last year she streamed a lot. She streamed like 7 times a week, I think. But yeah, I used to watch a lot of Chelsea. I think that was kind of where I started. Um, in terms of inspiration, I don't know if I have an inspiration to be honest. Like I'll keep it super honest with you on that. Like I've just always wanted to do this. I think you could say that by watching these people, I was inspired to do it, right? Like watching the same people that I just mentioned. I think that was more of that. The inspiration, I guess you could say, was me just wanting to like put things out in the world. So I wouldn't say anybody like particularly inspired me, but you could say to an extent like watching those people stream and seeing how well the community responds to people putting themselves out there. I thought I would maybe try the same thing out as well. So that was kind of what I was thinking when I started streaming.
Yep. Yep. Same thing. Okay. So what? Okay. Since you mentioned that you were finding for the job at that time, but now you have a job. What is your current job? What is your job at the right now at the moment?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I'm working at Western Digital, which is based in the Bay Area. I work in business operations, and I think that's as much as I can share.
Okay.
But if I were to kind of summarize my job function, I would probably say that it involves a lot of data, working with different teams on a lot of important decisions that
Okay.
drive the company, right? So Western
Yeah.
Digital is the company that makes storage devices, hard drives, USBs, just these all good stuff.
Yep.
I
All
can't
good
get into too
stuff.
much detail because a lot of my job
Oh,
is sensitive, but I would say
yes.
that in general involves like a lot of data as well as working with teams to drive decision making.
All the good stuff. All the good stuff. What yeah, if I may ask, what are the stuff? What are the stuff that? Yeah. Anyways, move on. You just mentioned all the good stuff. But yeah.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I mean, again, I also like I said, I can't talk about it too much because there are some specific things that are sensitive. So
yeah, we
yeah,
gotta keep
that's
it.
as much as I can share.
Yeah, we keep it secret. We cannot share it to everyone. We keep it zip. Keep it locked up, locked in. We keep it secret. Yeah, but yeah,
Uh,
that job is very interesting. And you mentioned Bay Area. Which part of Bay Area? In California, right? Bay Area,
oh wait,
California.
sorry, I missed the question. Could you say that again,
Uh,
Victoria?
you mentioned Bay Area. Is it in California?
Yeah, yeah. The Bay Area is in California. So the Bay Area is it's in California, and um, yeah, it's in California. It's where San Francisco is, Santa Clara, San Jose.
Yeah.
A lot of the big tech companies are based out of Bay Area, so in California. That is
Yeah.
correct. It's north of LA, which is
Mm,
where a lot of streamers are from. It's
yes.
like I don't know, a few hundred miles north of LA,
Mm,
something like that. But yeah, it's in California.
I see. I see. But oh yeah, and also how is the weather there in your area?
It's pretty good. California weather is pretty good. It's, I mean, climate change is real, so there's definitely some weird weather happening
Mm,
recently. In the last year, at least, there's been some really, really weird weather. But in
mm,
general, it's pretty pleasant. One thing is, it's just in general a higher latitude than what I'm used to living at. So I grew up
mm,
in Mumbai most of my life.
yeah.
And so even where I used to live earlier, I used to live in North Carolina. Wherever I lived in North Carolina too, at night it gets a little cool for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's cooler than I would like it to be, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's very nice. It's very pleasant, and there's no pollution, which I think is really the best part because
Mm,
I have asthma. So for
I see.
me, I think overall it's great. The weather is really good. I really like the weather in California. I
Oh.
think in general, most people you will ask will say the same thing. I think the one thing that's great about California is the weather is just amazing.
I see. I see. I see. And I know all of us streamers have our own hard times and struggles, and I want to know what is the most difficult part of streaming for you.
Yeah, that's a great question. I've spent a lot of time thinking about this actually. I think the hardest part in terms of streaming for me personally is I don't know if the right word is motivation,
Hmm.
but it's more of the grind, right? I know that the grind is real. Everyone needs to grind to kind of grow their channels, but it becomes really hard because I think the in general discoverability on Twitch is not great. Like I
Yeah.
think Twitch doesn't do a great job of recommending channels to
Hmm.
people, and it doesn't really incentivize smaller streamers like yourself and myself
Yeah.
to grow, right? So there's like a lot of intrinsic, like inner motivation that you need to really grow your channel,
Hmm.
especially if you have certain ideas and ambitions on what you want to do on the platform. So for me, per se, like being in front of the camera, talking to chat, I really am not that. I'm pretty confident about that piece. I don't really like. It doesn't affect me as much. I actually really enjoy it. I love talking. If that's not something that I think people that hang out in my chat have seen, it's something I really like doing is talking to people and learning about people and all that good stuff.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think in general the hardest part is being being kind of sticking with the grind. You know,
Yeah.
like there are some days that you're gonna have great streams, and then there are some days that you're gonna have like, okay, well, hey, two people came by, and I'm really appreciative of the two people that came by. Like
Yeah.
they're awesome, they're the best in the world. But yeah, then you're like, okay, well, I did have six people yesterday, so it's really kind of that piece. And I think what hurts me, not hurts me like I feel bad, but it's like what hurts me personally as an individual is that I
Yeah.
think a lot. I'm over analytical, and so sometimes it's like one of those things. Like after a stream where like maybe two people showed up, I'm like, oh wow,
Mm,
wonder why three or four people didn't show up, right? So I think
yeah.
that's kind of the hardest part about streaming for me. Outside of that, I think the gaming piece and like putting myself out there.
Mm,
I'm a natural extrovert in my opinion, so I don't really struggle with being myself or putting myself out there. That's not
yeah.
something that I'm too concerned about.
Yeah.
Is that a good answer? Is
Yeah.
that
Yeah. For me, yeah, yeah, the grind. Yeah, every we as streamers we do our best to we do our best not only to play games but also interact with the chat, and once we stream, uh few people come by, whether regardless on how many viewers. I've noticed from what I've noticed that every time when there are low viewership, there are times that they struggle, and there are also times that they thought of moving to another platform and so on and so forth, just to recognize themselves and for discoverability. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and I think to that extent, I've been debating. I actually was supposed to do it yesterday, but work was really busy. So I'm actually hoping I can do something tomorrow as a test. But I'm hoping to start streaming a little bit on Facebook. I pretty much grew up on Facebook, and I have like a couple of thousand friends on there. So
Mm,
I'm hoping that naturally by streaming on Facebook, I might be able to kind of drive additional viewership. But the other thing with that
yeah.
also is a lot of people that I hang out with, like my friends, or a lot of people I grew up with, which is a lot of people in India,
Mm,
don't typically game that much anymore, right? They used to game a lot when they were younger, but they don't game as much as, like, let's say I do now as a grown up. And so that's kind of the other thing is I think sometimes you need to like find your audience, and
mm,
finding that audience can sometimes take time. So like as an example, I would say that if I had to look at my chat, there are like I would say 4 or 5 people that I know come by on a regular basis, right? And that's
yeah.
great.
Right.
But I don't know them through any personal networks, right? They're all people I've met on the internet, and I'm very thankful for all of
Yeah.
them that hang out in my chat and come by. But yeah, to your point, I think it's exactly what you said. It's like then you look at other platforms and you're trying to come up with those ideas. So I think the biggest thing is finding creative ways to adapt, right? That's important,
Mm,
especially because I think on platforms like these, unless you have like some kind of previous fandom, or if you have a following from earlier, or if you've been in the public a lot,
mm-hmm.
uh, there is some work to do to get past some initial hump, right? Like I think the hardest part is getting to 1,000 followers. I think once you get to 1,000 followers, what I've seen is things get slightly easier after
Yeah.
that. But I think it's one till getting to that 1,000 follower mark is the toughest thing. Once you get there, I think it's easier. But yeah, to your point,
Yeah.
if things get hard, then people look at other platforms, and then maybe they don't do well on the other platform, and it's like, yeah. So I think the system itself kind of selects whether or not you're going to do well, right? And then
Mm,
to an
yeah.
extent, it also
Yeah.
ties to what your ambitions are,
Mm-hmm.
like what your intent is, right? I think some people come on just to stream and that's it, and they're happy with the 2 people that come in. And then you have idiots like me who, I mean, I have
Oh
ideas, I have
no.
things I want to do. I have ideas I want to implement on Twitch. There are ways I want to engage the community. There are ways I want to give back to the community. But for me to give back at a better scale, I need to be a bigger channel. And so that's kind of how I think about it, if that makes sense.
Mm, yeah. 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 And by the way, for me, one of the what the most difficult part of me when it comes to streaming is the technical side. So as you noticed, as all of you have noticed, I stream very early, for around 2 p.m. on or 2 p.m. on your time zone. I need to stream very early. It's because of the internet connection and stuff. And there are times I don't look at the viewership at the moment. I just want to keep on with the flow of the stream. I've been struggling with stream a lot, gaming wise on the technical side. I've been trying to test out some games to play, but it didn't work out. So I thought maybe I put it on hold and do some chatting streams at the moment and do some interview streams. So yeah, the most difficult part for me is the technical side. Well, for you, it's on the discoverability, and so among other factors. All of us streamers are all of us streamers whether you are a huge streamer or a small streamer, or regardless or what you what regardless on what you what type of streamer that you are struggling with a lot of factors. But all in all, we do our best not only to entertain but also to interact with the chat and also with our respective communities. And I'm very thankful to stream on Twitch, and also I'm so glad that I can interview with a lot of people like you and also the people that I have met. And I'm really thankful that I can not only that I can able to stream but also to share some of my talents, share some of our ideas and thoughts, and do the best as we can, not only to be great streamers but also to be good content creators. And I'm also thankful, and also we are also thankful that we are able to stream not just for the viewership but also to do well, also for the viewership, also for the community. And I'm very happy, and we are all very happy despite that we are struggling with our grind. We do our best, as I said, we do our best as we can to not only to stream but also to entertain the for not just for the viewers but also for the entire community. So yeah, those are my thoughts.
Yeah, man, I agree 100%.
Yeah. And by the way, let's get on with the lighter side. We just mellowed for a little bit, wasn't it? We just mellowed for a little
No,
bit.
that's good. I'm okay with intense conversation.
Yeah, we
I'm okay with intense conversation, but
yeah
I think definitely
yeah
we can
we
do
just vented
more
out
lighter
for
questions if
we
you have
just
some.
vented out for a little while, and we just vented out our we just vented out our frustrations. And once we vented out our frustrations, we tried our best to figure out what we should do, and what are the plans that we are going to do. So yeah, let's get on with the lighter side. As you have seen, as most of us know, on Twitter and on Instagram, you have a wonderful friend right there. Uh, uh that friend right there is Kira. Uh, and how did you met Kira? And what is it like to have Kira with you?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, I got Kira when I was just graduating from business school in 2016.
Mm.
Um, that was 5 years ago now. Unfortunately, back then I was not very well versed with um, how to get a new pet. So I actually bought Kira from a pet farm, which in hindsight, I mean, I love Kira. I'm glad I have her. Wouldn't change a thing. But in the future, I'll probably, if I have to get another dog, I'll probably adopt instead
Mm.
of buying one. But yeah, I met Kira back in 2016. You know, she was a little puppy.
Mm.
Kira was 6 or 8 weeks old, and went to pick her up at the puppy farm. And yeah, she it was her and her sister, and between her and her sister, I was actually very close to picking her sister because her sister was a lot calmer. So Kira was
Mm.
all over the place, jumping everywhere, going crazy, tiny little ball of craziness. And yeah, I remember I picked both of them up, and the other one was like very calm, you know, licked my
Mm.
hand, licked my face, whatever. Kira also licked my hand and licked my face, but when I picked her up, she one kept trying to get loose, so she kept trying to she kept trying to jump out of my hands, so she didn't like getting picked up. And then the next thing she did was that she peed on my foot.
Oh.
And so that's how I was like, okay, well, I guess she's basically, so when a dog pees on something, it means that they're marking it as their territory. So they're saying this is mine.
Yeah.
So yeah, she peed on my foot, and with that, me and my friend came with me to pick her up, and we were like, yeah, it sounds like this is the one. So that's how I got Kira. That's the story behind getting her.
By the way, how is Kira? Uh, how is Kira? Is she there?
Yeah, she's there. She's sitting behind me right now. She's sleeping. I think Chad can kind of see her. She's sleeping. She's deep asleep. Yeah, she's deep asleep right now, and she went to daycare yesterday, so she's really tired right now. She's
Mm.
just doing, I don't know what the fuck she's doing right now. She's just doing whatever, but
Anyways,
yeah, she's chilling. So
yeah. How old is Kira right now?
oh, how old is she? She's 5. She turned 5 years old. She turned 5 years old in early February. She's 5 years old, so
Mm.
she's a big girl now. She's like a middle-aged woman in dog terms.
Oh, middle-aged woman. Oh, okay, I see, I see. Anyway, okay. So yeah. So aside from being a streamer on your channel, you are part of WD Black. What does WD Black stand for, and how did you join there? What do you usually discuss there on WD Black?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I work for Western Digital, which as I mentioned earlier, is one of the bigger. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Okay, let's wait for Ramit.
Oh yeah, so as I was saying, well, Western Digital is one of the biggest storage companies. You've probably heard of SanDisk. They own SanDisk.
Yeah.
So I work at Western Digital, and WD Black is one of the brands that falls under the Western Digital umbrella. So WD Black specifically is the gaming brand,
Mm.
and it's focused on creating drives, um, hard drives, SSDs, any kind of storage device or solution that is
Mm.
focused for gamers. And so part of my job, like maybe 15% of my job, is hey, the J28. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, Joriel, for interrupting you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
Hey, thanks for coming by. J28, thank you for following. Joriel, before we continue, let me just quickly give Kira some treats. So the J28, what we do is when people come to stream, we give my dog, who is right now sitting behind me, she hears the treats. We give her some treats. And yeah, what we'll do is we'll give her some treats from you right now. And then because you followed, you have 150 points, which reminds me I need to give Joriel 150 points because they follow me. And yeah, you can kind of redeem stuff on stream. But real quick, outside of me obviously doing this Just Chatting stream with Joriel, I do a lot of gaming. I have friends over once in a while, and we'll do, talk about football and sports and things like that. So a lot to look forward to. But thank you so much for following and, for getting me a little bit closer to my my goal to hit 150 followers by the end of tomorrow. So let me give some treats to Kira, Joriel, real quick,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
I'll continue with my answer.
Yeah, yeah. What are those treats? What are those treats?
So these are just simple peanut butter treats. Simple peanut butter treats. You get these tiny ones that are used for training dogs. Give me a shake.
Yeah, we have.
She doesn't need training. She's pretty well trained.
Yeah, we have peanut beat. We have
She's
peanut
pretty well
butter
trained
in
as a
at the
dog.
fridge. I'm about to buy some bread later off after the stream. Going to have some grocery stuff. Grocery after the stream. Yeah, the fridge. But we almost ran out of peanut butter already. So yeah. So yeah. Skira's already
Okay.
eight.
Joriel, give me 1 second.
Yeah,
Give me
yeah,
one
take
second.
your time.
Give me
Take your
30
time.
seconds.
So yeah, for those of you who are still here, this is Mr. Parmy interviewing Ramit, RentFreeRamblings. He's giving Kira some treats on his channel. If you want to stop by on his channel, feel free to stop by on his channel, RentFreeRamblings. Yeah, we're still doing some interview. Yeah. Apparently, I'm also on his stream right now. So if you guys want to stop by on his stream, feel free to stop by on his stream. Type in exclamation point guest to check out the link to the Twitch channel.
Let's go. Sorry. So to complete my answer earlier,
Yeah.
yeah. So I work on the gaming side a little bit. I would say like 10 to 15% of my job involves, maybe less than that actually, working with WD Black.
Mm.
And one of the things that I do, because I've expressed in the company that I love gaming, I love playing, I love streaming. One of the things that the company has given me the opportunity to do is to play on the WD Black streams. So me and three other people, some of them also follow me on my personal account. We stream every Friday most of the time, and then sometimes we'll stream during the week as well. But we stream every Friday from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Pacific time.
Mm.
And yeah, we just play games. We chat with the community. So, in fact, a lot of people that are following me right now that hang out and chat are from that community, and so that's been an incredible experience. But that is WD Black for you, Joriel.
I see, I see, I see. And how does it feel to be part of WD Black?
It feels good. I mean, I enjoy it. It's good, man. I think my company is doing some cool things. I can't say a lot of things again. A lot of stuff is sensitive, but yeah, we're doing some cool things. And I think us being on Twitch and engaging with everyone is great. I think it adds a good level of community engagement. And I think one of the things we're really trying to get people to understand is that, I know we're a big company. We're a Fortune 300 company or 200, something like that. Fortune 200, Fortune 300 company, which is like really big. We're filled with gamers. There are so many gamers at Western Digital, and so one of the things we're trying to do is to make sure that people understand that as a result of our streams. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's something that
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed so far.
Yeah. So great that you are part of the WD Black and being part of their streams and also being part of your streams. And as we go on, we all have our i- as time goes by and moving forward. What are your future plans? I know you have some ideas, a lot of ideas in your mind. So what are your future plans?
Specifically with regard to what? With regard to Twitch, with live,
Anything,
WD,
anything,
what are you
anything.
asking?
From streaming to create content creation to social media. What are your future plans for everything? And also, you can add something to personal stuff if you would like to.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll talk about specifically about Twitch. So yeah, I think with Twitch, the idea right now is I'm really hoping to continue to grow. I have some cool ideas, and I think, like I said earlier, my biggest obstacle has been uh, patience, patience with the grind. So I think for me, it's just trying out new ideas and coming up with new ways to stream on here, coming up with new ideas to stream. So I think in terms of like what I'm doing in my free time with Twitch, with really any kind of content creation, at the moment, I think it'll be primarily on Twitch. I don't really have any great photo editing skills or movie making skills or any of that stuff. So I don't know if I would want to like get into YouTube. TikTok could be interesting simply because I think TikTok also presents a very similar idea to Twitch, where it's
Yeah.
You have a phone and you do shit with it, right? Like you just kind of
Yeah.
come up with stuff to do with it. So I think for now the goal is to continue to grow on Twitch, but I have ideas on how I want to integrate other things I do, right? So obviously a lot of my network, a lot of what I do is business related, data related. I have a very strong professional network, so I want to see how I can leverage that to kind of grow the channel. But yeah, I think the future 100% for my let's say content creation aspirations are going to be via Twitch.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of one, what chat wants, So I think the current people that hang out in chat are very flexible and really are open to any kind of content. And that's always great, right? That's you always want people in the community that are um, flexible to what you want to do. I think it's when you start getting more and more people that hang out in your chat that you want to. It becomes more of a. You start seeing what people really want as well, right? So it's a
Yeah.
combination of supply and demand. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm very over analytical, so I'm like I've thought about these things a lot, and I've like, it's not great to an extent, but it's okay. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, point being, to answer your question and not digress too much, um, to not talk too much about things that are tangential. Yeah, the idea is that I want to kind of focus and continue on Twitch at the moment. And I think collaborations like these are great. I think it's a great opportunity for smaller streamers like yourself and myself to help each other out. I really want to see more of that. I'm having conversations with other streamers as well, and you would be surprised. You would be surprised by how people behave when they have even a couple of hundred followers. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about you, by the way. I'm talking about other
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to start digressing onto something that is irrelevant. My point being, if I had to be very succinct, is
Yeah.
yeah, I want to
Nice.
continue growing on Twitch, and I think for the most part, at least for the next few months, my content creation efforts will be focused only on Twitch.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to your plans on Twitch. I'm really looking forward to your streams as well. So yeah, I know we have seen a lot of streamers with cool gear, cool equipment, cool setup. For you, what is your ideal streamer room? What would be your streamer room look like? Look moving forward 5 to 10 months and so forth. What would be your streamer room look like? What is your ideal streamer room?
My ideal stream. I mean, I would love to have the PS5. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been looking for the PS5 for a while, so that's gonna be. I'm more of a console gamer. I'll be very honest. I do play games on PC, but for me to get all the PC upgrades, it's gonna take a lot of time. Because
Mm,
I mean, I can afford it. It's not that I can't afford it. Thankfully, I work in Silicon Valley, so I'm very grateful, to my parents and I guess to myself because I've worked really hard to get here. But also just I'm very grateful for having what I have. I'm very very lucky. I accept that. I know that I have things that I know a lot of people need and want. But I have a lot of student debt. So for me right now the ideal stream would be if I could really get if I could really get the PS5 first, because I am a PS5. I am a PlayStation gamer to begin with. My
mm,
first ever console was a PS2, and so if I get the PS5, I would like to kind of continue. My ideal setup would be what I have right now, which I'm really happy with. I have a decent. I have a Surface Pro, so it's decent. It's not amazing, but if
mm,
I'm only using it for streaming, the Surface Pro is amazing.
mm,
A longer term, I would love to have a PC. In fact, longer term, I would love to invest in a streaming PC as well as a gaming PC. But I think that's probably more towards the back half of the year, if at all. More so because a lot of the games that I wanna play on the PC, in general, they're okay. They don't. I don't really care about them that much. I think
mhm.
there are one or two FPS games like Valorant that I really want to play on PC. But I need really, or like GTA, right? GTA 5, I
GTA
really want to play
5.
on PC. But for
Yeah.
those,
So yeah.
yeah, for me to be able to play those, I think I just need a better setup. And I don't think right now I'm willing to drop, a couple of $1,000, like $1,000 each on a gaming PC and then $1,000 on a streaming PC, right? So ideally, I have everything, which I think is the ideal for everyone. But I think if we talk about short term, like in the next 3 or 4 months, I think having a PS5 um, would really help because then I can also start playing some of the newer games that have come out because I think a lot of people on Twitch also like to watch people play newer games. right?
Yeah.
So it's a combination of what I want, but what you guys want as well. And I think in the ideal situation, I would love to have a PS5. The other thing I would love to have, I like my current camera, and I actually might end up getting a second camera. But I would love to get a second camera and use it as a Kira cam. So just
Yeah.
have a second camera that focuses only on Kira, and it's just I have Kira somewhere on the screen, and the camera only focuses on Kira. So I think that would be cool. That would be the ideal stream for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the ideal stream.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Go ahead. And yeah, that with that, I just want to say thank you to Ramit for answering those hard hitting questions, but it's not over yet. We have we're going to have another. We will proceed with our next segment. Our next segment is called the rapid test. Here we go. Hold on for just a moment. I'm going to post some questions over there. Hold on for just a moment. Hold
Yeah,
on.
it's all good. And also, again,
Yep.
while Joriel's getting some things ready, the J28, thanks for your support. Thanks for following. Thanks for engaging in chat. I 100% agree. The PS2 is like the best console. Like it's the best console that has existed. I have very high hopes for the PS5. I think the PS5 it has high expectations. I just wish they had more supply for the console, and I wish a lot of us could play it. But I think the PS5 could really take us to a different. Even the new Xbox. I mean, all the new consoles. We're getting into some really cool times, and it's great to be a gamer. It's great to be a gamer and like be part of this. Like I feel like I'm 27. Back when I was like 7 or 8,
Me.
if you gamed a lot, you were like kind of seen like a nerd. Like oh that guy's a nerd. But I think this is like a great time, especially for for people that game. And I'm sure you're a big gamer yourself. So
Yeah.
thanks again for stopping by
Wait.
from
Oh yeah.
Joriel's
Oh
stream,
there.
showing love.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Okay.
We're still going. We still keep on. We're still on. We are proceeding with our next segment called the rapid test. So yeah, in this segment, you're going to answer some of the uh, fire questions. I prepared a lot of questions for you. All you have to do is to answer those questions in a span of 1 minute. I already placed the questions over uh on the DM already. I hope you read those questions. If you're having a hard
No, just hit me, man.
if you're
Give me
having
the
a
question.
hard time,
Go for it.
if you're having a hard time, you can say pass, or if you like both, just say both. So, I'm going to set the clock to 1 minute. But before that, are you ready, Ramit?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Okay. 1 minute starts now.
Oh, cool. So I need to read the questions. Cool, I'll do that. Okay, so one word to describe my stream: ambitious. PlayStation or Xbox? PlayStation. Three things you cannot live without: Kira, cookies, and my inhaler because I have asthma. I'll die without it.
Okay.
Favorite thing to do besides streaming: watching football. European football. Mario or Luigi? Mario, Chick-fil-A or Popeyes Chick-fil-A? Easy. Favorite food: New York style pizza. Nintendo Wii, Nintendo Switch. Never had a Nintendo Wii, so Nintendo Switch. Favorite place to visit? I actually love the Bay Area, but I'd maybe say London, or maybe if I got to go back to Mumbai, go back home to Mumbai. Marvel or DC? Marvel. I don't really have strong opinions there, but Marvel nonetheless. Sega or Capcom? Capcom. Favorite anime? I don't know, Dragon Ball Z, if that counts. Favorite TV game show? That one is interesting. I guess The Weakest Link, maybe, or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Favorite movie? There's a Hindi movie called Kal Ho Na Ho. It means What If There's No Tomorrow. It's a funny movie, but also dramatic. Favorite pizza flavor? Either simple
And
margarita or almond.
and 1 minute has
Oh no!
passed. No, it's fine.
Uh,
It's fine.
oh,
There are no wrong answers, Ramit. There are no wrong answers. At least you have answered those questions, and with that, you just passed the rapid test.
oh, I was very close. I was 3 questions away. I can answer them right now.
No, go ahead. No, it's
My favorite
okay.
football team. Yeah, favorite football team is Arsenal. Favorite basketball team is the Warriors, and then the favorite Nintendo game has to be Pokemon Sapphire back in the day. That's that. We're so close. We were like maybe 5 seconds away. Very close.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, my stopwatch is not that accurate. My stopwatch is not that
In that
accurate.
case, I'll take that. I'll take it as a win.
Yeah, every rapid test that I take to my guests are great. Are not there are no wrong answers. All you have to do is just answer those questions and pass. So yeah, once again, that's all. Yeah, that's with that. You congratulations, you just passed the rapid test. We need some applause sound effect. Hold on for just a moment. Where's the sound effect? Where's the sound effect? Oh yeah, here we go. Here it is. No, no, not this one. Not this one. Here. Wait. No, not this one.
While Joriel is getting
Here.
answers on his side, once again, thanks everyone that's hanging out in chat. What we'll do after this is probably like another 45 minutes to an hour, so we'll probably do some more fun things. I haven't decided what yet. But if you've been hanging out in chat and interacting in chat, you should be accumulating points. You can check your points by just typing in exclamation mark points. And oh wait, that's the wrong one. And with that, don't worry about Stream Elements. You want to focus on the Streamlabs one. I'm going to unmod Stream Elements so it stops posting. But yeah, once you hit a certain number of points, you should be able to things. So I know a lot of people that hang out and chat a lot, like Chronok and Monster, are trying to get to either that dance or the gift sub, which I think are obviously pretty good, right? But we'll see. I might pull them in a little bit because I think it's a lot of points.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Great question. The J28. Let me answer that after Joriel. I talked to Joriel. Let me answer that. But there's actually something on my screen on this side, so you should be able to see it, and it should tell you kind of what the different redemptions are. Joriel, go ahead.
So yeah, I just already played the applause. I just already played the sound effect, and with that, thank you so much to Rent Free Ramblings. I hope you are having a wonderful time. How are those questions in the rapid test? How are those questions?
Yeah, I really like the questions. They were good. I like both. I think the first set of questions are very chill. I think they're good questions to get to know someone. And then the second set of questions were great. Yeah, I think it was good. Overall, very well done, Joriel. You did really well and very well planned and everything. So this was a fun, enjoyable experience.
Yeah, and once again, thank you so much to Ramit, and oh yeah, by the way, you're currently streaming. For those of you who are here on my channel, what can we expect on your stream? What days do you usually stream?
Yeah, yes. I mean, if I could like plug myself at the end, I would say, I mean, really everything under the sun. My main goal long term is to be a place where people can come and talk about European football, basketball, all kinds of sports. The second thing would be I want my streams to be focused on kind of business and data. I think there is an opportunity to for people to kind of provide more information. I've seen some of the bigger streamers and they're good, but I think I can add value as well. And so I think I'm hoping as we grow, we can do a lot more of that. And then, yeah, I think the third one would be just around gaming. I mean, I'm an avid gamer. I want to game a lot on Twitch. I don't want to miss out on that. So probably, a lot of role-playing games, a lot of sports games. I'm always down to do community games. In fact, a lot of what we've been doing with GeoGuessr is kind of like that to an extent.
Oh yeah.
So
I've heard of
as I improve my setup.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've heard of GeoGuessr. I've tried my best not to search I tried my best not to search my house, even my old house.
That's that's funny.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah, GeoGuessr is just you kind of get.
Imagine
guess what location a certain image is from.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it works.
Yeah, imagine if someone searched your house in special and oh my goodness, I would be like, oh my goodness, I'd rather
That's yeah.
I'd
That's
rather run if someone's saw the picture of my house. But all in all, GeoGuessr is a very interesting game. I've seen a lot of streamers playing GeoGuessr.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And I think it's a fun game. I mean, I grew up reading atlases and spending a lot of time with my dad. Like like he would like tell me about countries and currencies and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I'm at this point, I'm okay at the game. I'm not amazing. I'm okay at it. I think it's a lot of fun, and I think it's a good opportunity for the community to also get involved. So yeah, man. I mean, a lot of that stuff. I also noticed my stream is acting a little weird, so I apologize for that, chat.
Yeah.
Hopefully, my computer starts acting normal again. But yeah, man. I mean, for anyone that's in Joriel's chat, just if you want a community where we hang out and we just kind of we play a lot of cool community games, and we're very friendly with each other, and we do a lot of fun shit. So just
Yeah.
come by, drop me a follow. Also, if you're on my stream, please go drop
Yeah.
Mr. Palmer a follow. He does a great job with the questions, and he
Yeah.
puts a lot to commits a lot to being
We
waking up early and interviewing people
we do
in different parts of the world. So I think
yeah.
he's doing a great job.
Yeah, we do awesome shit here, man. We do awesome shit. We do awesome shit. But yeah, what days do you usually stream? By the way, what days?
Did you ask me what time do I usually stream?
What days and what time? What time zone? You mentioned. Yeah, what days do you usually stream?
Yeah. What time? So I normally try. I mean, I'm still figuring out the best schedule. I normally stream Fridays after work, so 7 o'clock PST. Saturdays, sometime in the afternoon, around 2 or 3, and then on Sundays as well. But going forward, that might be changing. So the
Yeah.
Friday streams will still happen. But I'm thinking about doing one stream during the week, and then at least one stream on the weekends, but a lot earlier. So like somewhere in that 12 o'clock, 12:30 time frame. So it's definitely a moving target at the moment. I'm still trying to figure out the best times that work for people in the community as well. But yeah, I would say that it's in that range. Sometime at least one weekday stream outside Friday, one stream on Friday, and then at least one weekend stream will happen on plan.
Okay. So yeah. For those of you who wants to follow Ramit, please go follow Ramit. Uh, twitch.tv/RentFreeRamblings, and also follow his Twitter at the Ramit Mara. That's MEHTA. On Instagram, blue. Wait, you go ahead. Share your Instagram name. I've tried my best to.
Yeah, it's blue brown pyramid. So it's
Okay.
blue brown Kira Ramit, but blue
Okay.
brown pyramid.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Okay. You can type the link to your Instagram.
Yeah, you can find a link to my Instagram on my page. You can scroll down onto my about page, and there are all my socials over there. So you can follow me over there. We also have a Discord, so in case you guys want to join the Discord, just exclamation mark Discord in my chat. We're still growing. We're still pretty small, but if it's something you're interested in, please feel free to join in anytime.
Yeah. So yeah, with that, once again, thank you so much, Ramit. I hope for more streams and I hope for more content and stuff. Uh, and also thank you so much for the time for the interview, and I'm glad that we are. I'm glad that we enjoyed our wonderful time, and really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward for future collaborations and stuff like that. And yeah, once again, thank you so much, Ramit, and I hope you are having a wonderful time. And also have a good stream as well.
Yeah, man. Thanks. No, I appreciate you reaching out. I mean, you're a friend in Chelsea's community, so Thank you for having me on. Thank you for asking all the questions. I had a great time. Continue doing the amazing work that you're doing. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to any future collaborations that we have.
Yeah.
Thanks again. I appreciate it. And if you're streaming after this, enjoy your stream. And if you're ending stream, well, hey man, have a good rest of your weekend. It was very nice to finally speak with you. I'm glad we connected, and I'm glad we did this interview. So thanks so much again.
Yeah, also I'm really looking forward to meet you at TwitchCon sometime when everything's back to normal.
Hey man, for sure. Hopefully TwitchCon 22. I don't know if 21 will happen, but definitely 22 if 21 doesn't happen.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you, Ramit. So yeah, once again, Rent Free Ramblings, Ramit Mera. Okay, is anyone still here in the chat? Okay. So yeah, once again, thank you so much to Ramit, Rent Free Ramblings. If you guys want to follow Ramit, type in exclamation point guest, or I'll just give him a shout out. SO Rent. Yeah, thank you so much. I need to figure out the chat, the stream setup. So Ramit is still streaming. Uh, hope Ramit is having a wonderful time on stream. So yeah, here we go. If you guys want to follow Ramit, feel free to follow Ramit. And with that, we just have a follow right now from Chronook. Thank you so much for the follow. We are we need a follow. We need some. Oh yeah, by the way, as I mentioned before the interview, we are currently having some suggestions for the channel points. So after the stream, I'm going to list down some of the suggestions that you have shared in the chat yesterday, and then I'm going to narrow it down. Once I narrow it down, I'll probably share it next week for the Parmesan interviews. For the Parmesan interviews, I'll be doing 2 interviews for Friday and Saturday, and I'll probably share the additional options for the channel points. So yeah, once again, next week I'll be doing Parmesan interviews, 2 Parmesan interviews next week. Once again, thank you so much to Ramit. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Thank you. Have a wonderful stream as well. He's still probably streaming. Yeah, he's still streaming. So yeah, he is still streaming. And when is the next stream? Same time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to do, as I mentioned, I'm going to do more interviews for Friday and Saturday. Since I'm having a hard time with the games that I was planning to play. So here we go. One I think that's all the time that we have for the Parmesan interviews. And once again, thank you so much for stopping by. As we end the stream, we usually raid. We have a raid call for those of you who wants to join the raid. I'll probably share some of the emotes. If you have any emotes from other channels, feel free to share some emotes that you have. We are going to raid someone today. Let's see. Oh, we have. Okay, hold on for just a moment. I think I have found someone today. Let me check if she is still live. Oh, great! Twitch just updated some features right now. So yeah, we are going to read. Leia Chacha. I hope I spelled her username right. So yeah, tip for all of you streamers out there who are about to raid. Make sure you type the streamer name right. Yeah, that's my streamer tip for you right now. So yeah, once again, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, Ramit, for the interview, for being with here, and hope to see you all next week. Once again, thank you so much, and I hope you're having a wonderful time on the road, wherever you are around the world. Love hugs, high fives, and fist bumps to all. Hope to see you next Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific. Have a wonderful weekend and have a good one. Goodbye.